Hi everyone and welcome to Barovia, as we return with episode 5 of The Curse of the Cleanup Crew. Before we go around and say hello to these wonderful faces around the screen, please check out our social links. You can find our Twitter, Discord, and YouTube. Discord, come and be a part of the community. Twitter, send me a DM and I will get you a game. YouTube, go and catch up on all the episodes. Also, we do have a tweet. Every 10 retweets will lead to some cursedness happening. It doesn't sound like a word, but it is. Also, check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by Mayhem Press. Mayhem Press, who very recently released the hardback of the Dark Matter book. It's a beautiful book full of wonderful art and fantastic sci-fi fandoms. Any fandom that you have, you will find in that book. Also, check out the Deck of Many, where you can find the Deck of Many Things, the Deck of Many animated spell reference cards, the Deck of Many animated things, and more. And their Humblewood setting as well for 5e, which is very worth a look. I have that hardback around. Another wonderful book. Go and get it now. Available right now on their website. You can go and buy it now. Also, check out Hero Forge. Hero Forge, where you can find all of the custom miniatures. You might have seen them on the login screen there with the little Armin and Callie. You can, if you've got a couple of hours, because trust me, the first time you get into it, you'll go get sidetracked big time. You can create your own fully customizable miniature and have it shipped to you in plastic, metal, or have it downloaded for an STL file so you can download it and print it yourself on your own 3D printer. These are all things you can do. Paige from Tactical Diplomacy is painting her mini now. That'll be exciting. We'll release that soon. Anyway, let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's go anti-clockwise around the screen and start with Vicky at QDV.
That would be me. Hello, everyone. Sorry for no horns and no full costume. A bit poorly, but good enough for playing. I can't skip out a game. I can't miss out. I'm playing Callie, our paladin tiefling smitey weapon. She's so proud that she can smite now. And yeah, you can find me on QD_V on the Twitter and see me regularly here on Tuesdays, playing together with Jenna. This side, I'm not sure.
Fantastic. Vicky. Next around, we welcome Cleric of Court, who's just been donated an automatic success by Michael Wayne.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Kat. I am at Cleric of Court. I am playing Revontulette. She is a Circle of the Swamp druid. Styles herself as a witch, a swamp witch. I couldn't find my witch hat, but I'm really excited to be back here. It's always a great time on the Scratticus Academy and playing with wonderful people and having Scrat as a DM doing his best to terrify and kill me.
Perhaps.
So accurate.
Perhaps. Next around, we have Jenna at Aspiring DM.
Oh, hello. I'm Jenna. You can find me at Aspiring DM on Twitter and littledragonscribbles.com and on Instagram, where I'll be putting up our notes. Probably all in one big batch. Just of like, I'll just probably spam a bunch of like past notes and stuff. But I'm playing Armin, our Grave Domain Cleric. Asmar, Grave Domain Cleric. Yes. So, yeah. Yay, spoops.
There might not be spoops today, especially after yesterday's episode. Yesterday's episode was a bit of a special occasion, Jenna. I got excited and decided to, Anyway. Also, a shout out to our fourth player. Unfortunately, that ukulele guy, we haven't heard anything from them today, so hopefully they're all okay. See what happens. Maybe they'll turn up in a short while. Let's hope. Last episode, we camped outside of our Barovian castle, Ravenloft, as there were spoops inside, I think it's fair to say. Your dragonborn preacher did the big leave. They leafed. They're leaving their book with you. And Sorry, chat just killed me. When Scrat gets excited, he leaves the players in eternal torment and left in a pit of mental horror. It was so much fun.
Yes, we can say yes,
Yep.
indeed.
Yep.
There is no lie there.
It's very accurate. I'm here for it.
You'll spend the next day traveling to Vallaki on the tail of Philip, or perhaps Count Philip, as he's becoming known in this area. Just before you enter the town of Vallaki, you are traveling through a small section of swamp, conveniently located, and you will see... Well, who do they see, Kat?
What they see is a human female. She's about 5'6", rather slim, although it's kind of hard to tell. She's bundled up in almost what appears to be rags and blacks and faded grays, blacks that have faded out or from exposure to, say, the swamp water and the elements. She has a wide-brimmed conical hat on. Her hair is black in a mid-length bob, green eyes with freckles, and she carries a staff that is a piece of cypress driftwood, a long staff, with her and a pouch. And she's got her pack and her pouches, and she's squatting down at the moment next to the roadside, kind of poking around with her fingers in the mud and the muck, kind of clicking her tongue and occasionally making noises as she does.
And who would Revan see approaching down the path, which is becoming a little boggy?
So Armin, I don't know who would lead, but Armin is trying her best to stay as ungross as she can in the swamp. But she's fairly tall, a little bit shorter than Callie next to her, with long black hair with a bunch of black feathers all through it in a high ponytail with she's gold eyes, and she looks very not like well dressed, but very put together looking. The symbol of a raven on the front of her clothes, and a pack with a spear, and on the other end of the spear is a like brightly colored feather duster and big rubber gauntlets as well.
And next to her, as Jenna said, a bit taller, you see a black-skinned tiefling with white hair, also golden eyes and golden speckles. And freckles. Oh boy, this will be a fun episode. Freckles.
They're now spreckles. No, they're spreckles now.
Wounded horns, wearing quite shiny armor. And having an axe over her shoulder, probably. And I guess the two girls would be chit-chatting and then just stopping when they see Revan. And then Callie would just lean in. Armin, do you see that?
Yep.
Ashrin with you would have left the night before on an urgent mission as someone arrived with post for them. In the middle of the woods.
Okay. Do they have the book, or do we have the book of Bahamut?
Roll me a persuasion. You have the book.
Yes! Shall put it in my notes. I can read it too, because I speak Draconic.
That's helpful. Thank you for the book, Ash. And is she making frog noises, Armin?
I think so. Should we go around?
I'm curious. So far we met nice people.
She's making frog noises.
We met nice people. And Callie would just stop up and just wave and say, "Hi!
Revon doesn't look up. She just, and then you see her reach down and scoop something up and pick it up. And then she's got, she turns around to face you and she's got a nice large frog in her hand. And she's like, there you are. See, that's not so bad. Yes. I know. But, frog, really? I'll have a word with them about that. Great. No more gigging. Got it. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. And then she puts him down back into the swamp. Turns around and goes, oh, hi.
I whisper to Callie, just, do you think she wants, like, hand wipes?
No, I don't think so. I think
Okay.
She's wiping her hands off on her clothes. You know, she's got this tattered, kind of faded black cloak on, and she just kind of wipes her hands off on that. Holds it out to you. I'm Revon.
Armin takes a deep breath.
Revon,
Callie would go first, so at least she gets the most of whatever dirt is left on the hand. Hi, I'm
Hi.
Callie.
Hello, Callie.
Nice to meet you. You're all on your own outside here.
Yeah, I'm making it. I heard that they had some really lovely swamps here, and so I thought I'd come visit, see if they had any new creatures that I hadn't met before. It really is lovely here. The swamps are very well maintained. Yeah, I'm on my own. Just kind of making my way around.
Hi, I'm Armin.
Hi, Armin. I'm Revon. Revon Toulet.
She like
You have gloves on.
tentatively
You
takes
have gloves
your hand.
on. You
Yeah,
have
she does not resist the handshake, but just doesn't grip your hand very hard at all with the giant rubber gauntlets. Just hi.
Hi. So, are you from? There are not many people that travel here. Roads are pretty empty. I
True.
think you're the first ones I've seen today, at least since I set out this morning.
We haven't met anyone either today yet. We are on our way towards, I think the town is called Vallaki, and then traveling on. We're looking for friend boss probably
Boss friend?
more than
Boss-
friend.
Boss friend? More than friend?
Well, I need to speak to
Boss
somebody in Vallaki. Apparently, they've been hunting the frogs again for frog legs to serve in the inn, so that's got to stop. But do you mind if I travel with you?
And Revan would know that there has been an increased amount of frogs being hunted in the last few days. Apparently, there must be something going on.
Really, they just can't keep gigging frogs like that.
Who eats frog?
Yeah.
Well, okay, but I learn new things every day that people are eating frogs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but yeah, let's travel together. We both promise for sure we are not eating frogs. They're not food.
Oh. That's what I try to tell people, but they seem to think that they're a delicacy. It's not chicken. You don't eat the legs.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Don't eat the frogs.
Then I think Vallaki is that way. Just maybe we should also keep eyes and ears open. We've met weird things in between.
Mm-hmm.
You belong in Barovia?
What kind of weird things? Because I mean, they say that weird things live in the swamp. But...
Oh, I have a list.
Callie
Armin
will
pulls
just
out her
patiently
list.
wait for Armin to get the list out.
Flip. Where is my list? Flip. Further back than I thought. What the?
Well, we had to face some ghost thingies a few days ago.
Yep. Yeah, well, first of all, that you disappeared.
Oh, we can
I
ignore that.
I disappeared?
No, I disappeared. I was kidnapped by a
Found it.
ghost, I think. We also met some werewolves, although they were nice. They didn't do anything bad.
We had breakfast that just appears in the castle.
I've been to the castle.
Huh?
That's our kind of headquarters at the
Yep.
moment.
Oh, wow.
Weird
I'd seen it from
self-driving carts.
I'd seen it from a distance. I didn't know they were doing tours. Is it like a B&B type thing?
I don't know if you would want to stay there unless you're into really haunted buildings.
You really, really don't want to stay there. We don't want to stay there. I'm glad that we are on the road. No, it's the
Hearing
headquarters
stairways.
for. We're part of the cleanup crew. We're here to clean up messes other adventurers made.
Oh.
Yep.
And
Oh, okay.
our boss, Philip, took kind of over the castle. They call him
Yeah.
Count, which is totally weird.
Yeah.
But we're looking for him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I know I've had adventurers come through my swamp back home, and they just leave it just a mess.
They really do.
I mean, bodies everywhere. The
Mhm.
mud is all churned up. It's just
Open doors everywhere.
chopping
yeah,
down
swamp.
trees,
Yeah,
trying
trees.
to set fires. Yeah, those don't usually go too well. They like to kill the gators and the crow. It's just they're
And
not. They're trouble.
yeah.
So I have
And
to go and put it all back to rights again.
looking at Armin, she is surprisingly clean for having traveled like a full day. Just like surprisingly clean. And as you guys are like walking, she, like there's like a puddle of mud or something, goes around it, kind of. You guys be walking straight, and she'll just like take a meandering, like avoided.
You're the one hopping over the stones, not getting
Yeah.
into some mud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Ravon just walks through the mud and muck. You can tell she uses her cloak, wipes her hands on it, and it's just like, you must go through a lot of soap and water.
Surprisingly not.
She has magic stuff that can help to clean.
Oh.
Pointing
that's a
at the
choice thing.
Swiffer.
I point
Pointing
to
at
the
the Swiffer
duster.
and.
Right. I just usually end up, boiling up some hot water at the end of the day and scrubbing up my clothes, and they get clean.
I don't care that much about being that clean. We're on the roads, so.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's nice to freshen up a bit.
I can
Just because I live in a swamp
picture-
doesn't mean I have
yeah.
to smell like a swamp.
As you all are
picturing
walking,
Armin. Oh, sorry.
you're walking and talking, I assume. You see the
Yep.
town of Vallaki come into the vision. There is a guardsman standing outside. This guardsman is holding a halberd in one hand and is wearing a hat with a droopy end and a bobble on the end of that.
I think we're there.
Nice hat.
Fun hat.
Um,
Good day, sir.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
We're.
Did you just say hello?
Hello.
I did, but all right, hang on. So the three of you, what business do you have in Vallaki?
We are on the travels and want to have a short rest. I guess Vallaki has an inn or a tavern that would like some money from us.
It does, but all right. Look, are you happy?
Happy?
Happy as in
Happy?
happy in my work, as a general overall mood.
We did it. All right, we did it as a town. We don't want no trouble. All right, we did it. We
What did you
maintained
do?
the happiness for bloody millennia, and it got rid of Strahd. All right, we did it. So if you ain't happy, you ain't welcome.
Rivon puts a huge smile on her face. I
Same.
am absolutely joyed to be here.
Hello.
Callie will look what the other two are doing. She will be a bit like, what, and then we'll just smile. Sure, we're happy because we will soon have a cozy inn we can sit in and have
Good.
a nice tea.
Good. Remember, happiness is mandatory. We don't want
Right.
Strahd coming back. All right, so you got to be happy.
Can we be happy
Yep.
without smiling?
Yep.
If we just clap our hands,
Internal happiness?
sometimes that's.
Yeah.
If you clap your hands, sometimes that you don't have to smile. You can just clap your hands.
Or just make a tiny hop?
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
He sort of like lowers the halberd. Are you all taking the mick?
No?
Taking.
It's because of my voice,
Mick?
innit? It's because of my voice. Because I got a cold. All right, leave me alone.
Who's Mick? Why would we take him?
Look, I'm gonna let this pass this time. But yeah, the inn's just down that way. Have a
You don't have
happy
to eat
stay.
frog legs. You don't eat frog legs, do you?
No, not before the festival.
What festival? We didn't hear about a festival.
Well, see, the thing is, now Strahd's gone, we can start celebrating the seasons again. Cause time's moving, right? Right? Right.
Yeah?
Right?
So we're
Right.
celebrating the winter festival. We're not sure if it's winter.
Does it feel cold enough for winter? Why are you eating the frogs?
What do
Because they're
frogs-
yummy.
But there are other
No.
things that are really yummy. Don't you have other things to eat?
I mean, if
Yeah,
you
but
get
you
rid
might
of
as
the-
well ask, why don't you eat chickens? Or why don't you eat, I don't know, pies?
Are you
Rice and
familiar with
chicken.
mosquitoes?
What?
Mosquitoes, you know. Bzzz.
Yeah, I
Just
know
like your blood?
mosquitoes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the frogs, they eat the mosquitoes and the flies. So if you eat all the frogs, you're going to have more mosquitoes and flies.
I wouldn't worry about that. We've got a brilliant plan for mosquitoes.
Is it that Agent Orange stuff? Oh,
Agent
no,
who?
DDT. That's it. DDT. That was it. Oh, it nothing. It's like a poison.
Is it a bright blue
No.
light?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. No, 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 no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to use the poisons. The poisons are bad.
Well, I mean, you say that.
Yes, she did say that.
Maybe the frogs are poisonous.
That they are.
Huh?
But you can cook it out of them. It's quite nice, Technically, my old man told me that alcohol's poisonous, technically.
I mean, you're not
True.
If
wrong.
you have too much or the wrong kind.
Yeah. Anything.
I mean, technically,
too
anything
much.
if you have too much of it.
Yeah.
Who's in
shit.
charge for organizing the festival? Just to be curious.
Well, the mayor, of course.
Okay.
Mayor. Even though them troublemakers came through not so long ago, they left the mayor intact. Even though they left behind a wake of destruction and a mage what turned shit upside down and all sorts of other stuff.
Oh, goodness.
Might be a job for us, Armin. We are, by the way, part of the cleanup crew. We're
Part of the
quite new
cleanup
to
crew?
Barovia.
Yep.
So,
We're
What do
here
you
to clean
do
up-
as a crew?
We clean up
Clean.
messes other adventurers left behind.
Oh, thank goodness. It's about time. Alright, well, I guess you should probably here be then to the, help sort out the, ready for the, festival. In you go
Okay.
then.
Good.
all right.
Thank
Well,
you.
have a happy
Bye.
day.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
What,
Bye,
and
Nick.
Mick, what's your name? Mick?
Harris.
Harris.
Oh, I thought you said. Didn't you say we were taking the Mick?
Look, you're really pushing it, you are.
See you later, Mick.
guess maybe we should find the, how did he call it, Bürgermeister, and talk about the festival with him.
I
Then,
guess so, but aren't we looking for Philip?
but wasn't he on the way to the temple? Should we ask Harris if he's seen Philip? Maybe.
Yeah.
I thought you said Philip was at the castle.
No,
No.
he usually is at the castle. He's somewhere on the way this direction, I think, and we are looking for him. He's getting
Okay.
into trouble. We need to stop him. He's making stupid decisions. I'm Harris, and Callie would just run back towards the poor guardsman.
Look, I told you, I've got to stay here and watch the gate and make sure everyone's happy. You need to go and take up the rest of your inquiries with the Burgomaster, Vargas Valakovic.
Vallaki. I was just curious. We're missing a friend, Philip, and she would describe Philip with glasses and all his looks. Did you, by any chance, see him in the last days? He was traveling this direction.
Give me a description again.
Kind of looks like a really nice, like dressed in white.
Dressed in white,
Accountant.
nice, clean accountant, glasses.
Oh, glasses, right? With
Shorter than I am.
broken glasses.
Yeah.
Sort of a weedy guy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with like a shadow that followed him. Like a
Shadow that-
tar staining the land.
What?
What?
Nah, I don't remember him.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay.
Inside.
Look, we don't remember things that aren't happy around here, alright?
True,
Okay.
he's maybe not, although he is happy because he's now owning the castle. Okay. So, yes, you didn't see him. Thank you so much.
Beans in. Listen to me. You want to be careful around people like that. They're evil.
Thank you. We are careful. Thanks so much. Careful and happy.
Happy! Most importantly, happy.
Happy.
Evil.
Enjoy your time in Vallaki. Have fun, but be careful.
We will.
Goodbye, Mermaid Man.
Sorry. Then
Bye, Mick.
let's look for the Burgermeister. Then you can talk with him about why on earth they're eating frogs and nothing else.
That's
And we can
there's so many
see
other things.
what they need. Maybe I'm not sure I want to help these people, but okay. Let's see.
Find the Burgermeister. Yes.
Find the Burgermeister. Should be easy enough, I hope. And I guess they walk into town.
Uh-huh.
As you walk into town, on your right you see a large area. This area is full of containers and caravans and things of that sort. There is a sign that says the Arasek Stockyard. You continue on into town. It's a fairly long walk because it's quite a large town, actually. And as you get further in, you will see the town square. There are posters around. Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year. The Midwinter Festival. Give gifts that make people happy. By order. Attendants and children required.
That sounds not like a fun festival, but okay.
Oh no, it sounds really fun.
Where am I supposed to get a child?
I don't know.
I don't think we
Are
need
they
to
it
have
says
a
they're required,
child.
right?
But it says it's attendance and child.
Required.
Mandatory. Required. Right.
Over to the side, you can see someone kind of near the the other side going, they've got kids for sale! Kids for sale! Fake kids! Fake kids for sale! Get yourself a puppet! Walks on its own! Minor magical enchantments! Kids for sale!
I want one. Armin walks over to it.
Callie just stares after Armin. Big sigh, shoulders lumping down, trotting after Armin.
How much are they?
Right, Squire, between you and me, kid for sale. This one here, lovely little girl, look, mimicked perfectly for your enjoyment and attendance at the festival, of course. 10 gold pieces.
I buy it. I'll buy it.
No.
What?
We start at 10 gold pieces.
You just told me that one was 10 gold pieces.
It's 10 gold pieces, yeah, but you can't pay 10 gold pieces. That's not how it works.
I'm confused.
Look, just because you can afford 10 gold pieces, the next person might not be able to afford 10 gold pieces. Look at that person there. They've just walked straight on by. They've come up to the counter. They've heard you go, oh, 10 gold pieces. Oh, yes, I'm rich. I'll go 10 gold pieces. Now they ain't going to buy nothing. If you'd have come in and gone, oh, that's way too much. I'll give you 3 gold
Oh,
pieces.
that's way too much. I'll give you a gold piece.
More like it. Look, this is a genuine product. This is real replicated pine. Worth at least 9 gold pieces.
I don't know. I can only do like 2.
You're taking the Michael, aren't you? 2 gold pieces? 2 gold pieces?
Fine, 3.
What if we buy 2 maybe? Do we get a better price?
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa! 2! 2 of them! Alright. Look. This is my last offer. Alright, I cannot go any cheaper. No cheaper, I say. Than 2.
For 2?
For 8 gold
Fine.
pieces. 8 gold pieces for 2. 8 gold pieces for 2. Honestly, I'm not making a profit right now.
Fine. We'll do that.
What? No. 4 gold pieces. No.
Do you have any idea how much trouble children are?
Yes.
What do we do
I
with
hand-
them after the
I
festival?
hand over the gold pieces.
Oh, you
I
can
mean,
do
they're
whatever
not
you
like
like.
pets.
You can sell them on, you can burn them, do what you like, really.
Burn children.
And
Callie.
it picks up one of these wooden statuettes and puts it down in front of Armin. It's a small girl. Picks up another one, which is a small boy. Puts it down in front of Callie.
Do you have
Oh.
something with, like, looking like me with horns?
Ah, right, yep. He taps it, goes, go on, you heard the lady. And it shifts into looking like Callie with the horns. And that ditto-like face looks up at you.
Oh my god! They're little mimics.
Callie will give Armin the 4 gold pieces.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm really
Do
excited.
they have names, or can we make names up?
Well, you've
gonna-
paid for them now. You can call them what you like. I personally like to call that one girl 3 and that one boy number 4.
Callie would look down at boy number 4. You can turn into boy. You don't have to look like me, just maybe horns like me. I would just stare at it.
I'm gonna name mine.
And
Chickpea.
don't you worry about them looking happy. We have gone through rigorous training to make sure that all of them look happy at all times.
Do they need food?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, don't sleep in
Well.
the same room as them, obviously.
Okay.
Hey, look, come on, you're taking up all my time. There could be more customers here. Move on, move on. Children for sale. Get your kids for sale. Replicated kids.
I'm gonna name mine Chickpea. This
Ravon
is
is
her
looking
origin story.
rather- She's looking rather horrified at these unnatural creations made of wood, and just that that's wrong. That's wrong. That's many layers of wrong. That's more wrong than eating frogs. Whoa. Okay. Moving on. I guess I might be skipping the festival.
Would any like to what replicated children?
Oh yes. Yep.
On the back,
Yeah.
there is a small slogan written into the small of the back, kind of like a tramp stamp. It just says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Is no what?
Blinsky. All the creepy feels.
I don't get it, but okay.
Sir, are you Mr. Blinsky? Turning to the puppet seller.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Don't be ridiculous. Do I look like Blinsky? No.
I've never met Mrs. Blinsky.
No. Get off Blinsky. You'll find him over at Blinsky's Toys. Toy shop down there. Been absolutely booming since them adventurers came and helped him out. They set him up good and proper, they did. Started off with terror geese. They're brilliant, they are. Now we're on to, replicated kids. The wonders that guy comes up with.
Is that where the geese with the knives are coming from?
Geese with the knives? No. Well, I suppose kind of. The knife teeth things, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I heard about them. I didn't know they had been named.
Somewhere.
It's
Rooftop,
amazing.
a goose looks down on.
Geese are terrifying.
Well, I mean,
They're so scary.
some people think things like that are just a game, so. To be honest, I don't think geese are any more terrifying. Possibly quite less terrifying than those. And she's looking down at these wooden things.
That, it is true. They
Yeah.
are unsettling.
With you on that, I'm still not. By the way, your name now is Spike. She will look down at ex-boy number
You're naming
whatever
it Spike?
it was. Spike.
Yes. Boy number 4.
Just follow me, please. And she would rummage in her pouch. Oh god, what do I have in my pouch that I could give a boy? One of the crackers she has for the s'mores. Just hand it to him.
And I'll take a marshmallow out and give it to Chickpea.
They both hold their assorted look at you quizzically.
You can
That
eat it if you
fixed
like.
smile sitting on their face. As you say that it can eat it, Spike just starts mashing it into his face.
They're made of wood. They're not real. I don't
Wait.
think they need to eat.
Why? Okay.
We need to find Toby at some point.
He needs to explain things.
Yeah.
Toby?
Sorry.
Is he with Philip?
No.
No, last time we saw him, he turned into a giant fish, jumped off a bridge, and then started
Swimming away.
swimming up the river.
I like Toby. You know, Toby sounds like a lot of fun.
He's
My kind of guy.
tricky one. Not
Yep.
a guy, but
For all we
tricky
know,
one.
these two could be Toby.
Oh boy, Toby.
I
She
thought
would
you said
just
Toby
stare.
turned into a fish.
Oh, Toby can turn into almost
He's
every.
a mimic. Yeah. Yep.
Ravon is starting to question several life choices, namely leaving the swamp.
That's fair.
In the swamp, it's much nicer than out here in the insanity. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's find the
way.
Burgermeister, I guess, still, and
All right, Chickpea, Spike, let's go find the Burgermeister.
As you are walking, Chickpea begins to slow down. Creak.
Oh no, Chickpea!
They collapse to the ground.
Chickpea, no! Don't die again!
And a little sign pops out of the back.
What does it say?
For customer services, speak to Blinsky at Blinsky Toys.
I guess we're going to see Blinsky.
Yep.
okay.
I scoop up Chickpea.
Come on, Spike. Let's find your maker.
When you say that, Spike turns towards a random alleyway and just starts walking.
Okay.
Okay. Let's follow him and.
Are we following? Are we
Yes.
following the toy? Are we following the toy? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
At least.
I think he knows where he's coming from. Hopefully, let's see. At least for a bit.
Okay.
If we see someone, we can just ask.
Oh, okay. So as you enter the dark alley, she's been probably didn't notice them, but she's got these dangling earrings. They're little globes,
Ooh.
and you see them start. It's like there's two fireflies that start to glow in her earrings as she gets into the dark space.
That's
So
super
there's
cool.
just that little bit of firefly glow.
Callie will stare at the earrings without any kind of proper behavior, just like they glow.
Oh, well, it's a bit of
That's so
foxfire. It comes in the swamps, and and you put it in the little balls, and yeah.
That's so cool.
They have
Yeah.
fun things here.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, this is from home. I haven't found any of that yet here.
Oh,
Oh, then what?
it's still cool though.
Spike stops. Side of a shop. Above, there is a large sign in Gothic type font. There's Blinsky's Toys. In the window, you can see two lead-framed windows. Through the dirty glass, you can see a jumbled display of toys. It looks joyful at first. Until you see that the doll sitting in the corner there is actually a headless doll, and next to it comes a sack of assorted heads. There's a miniature set of gallows, complete with trapdoor, and a weighted hanged man. A woodstring mobile of hanging bats with flapping wings.
That's cool.
A wind-up musical merry-go-round with figures of snarling wolves chasing children.
That is
Interesting.
Was Blinsky Geppetto's last name? I'm not surprised his shop burned down.
Ravon's rather taken with the mobile of the flapping bats.
It's the
That's
prettiest.
very much her aesthetic.
That's the prettiest thing, definitely. Callie will stare at the merry-go-round. She's interested in the werewolves that look quite cool.
It's currently stationary.
Okay. It's
Does it look open?
says open on the front door.
I will open the door. Hello?
Doorbell rings, and inside it's a nice place.
But
But
A small man, almost short enough to be a halfling, steps forward from the back room, covered in wood chips, and says, hello, happy to see you. Welcome to Blinsky's Toys.
hi. It said to see you. She's carrying chickpea.
Oh, no, not another broken one.
Can you fix her?
My latest invention, based off of the works of Von Weeg, you know.
I don't suppose you had any of those geese. I was looking for something to protect the yard back home.
Actually, I am working on a new one now, but I make those on commission only because of the danger money. And he holds up a hand, which is bloodied.
Oh, okay. Okay. How much and how long?
Well, I'll make you a Terragoose for 30 gold pieces. Wait, you are outsiders. I can hear from your accents.
Yes. Yes.
Are you friends of Bob and Sophie?
Bob and Sophie?
Oh,
I'm
a
friends
shame.
with the frogs.
They were the new friends that came through, and they funded so many of my latest inventions, including the Terragoose, and gave me the freedom to work on my clockwork children. Except when he says clockwork, it goes clockwork.
What does clockwork mean?
Well, Von Weeg came up with the Clockwork Man, a great invention. I could not replicate this. No one could find it in the castle for me, so I prayed and I prayed and I fought and I fought and I chipped and I chipped and I worked and I worked. I made child after child after child. I had a lot of practice. By the way, do you need an Arena Cogliano doll? I have like 50 or so out the back sitting in a shed. No one wants to buy them.
What? Why?
Well, there was an old person who used to threaten to burn my shop down if I didn't make him Arena Cogliano dolls, and, they sorted that problem out for me too.
I'm rather interested in the Batmobile.
Oh, you're interested in the Batmobile? Yes, they were also very interested in the Batmobile. In fact, that was the only thing that Bob bought from us. I can get you a Batmobile for a simple 9 copper pieces.
Oh, absolutely. And she'll hand over the 9 copper pieces.
Can you fix this one?
Yes. Bring it out the back with.
Revon is stringing bats from the rim of her hat.
And the wings are still flapping.
Yes.
Yep. It's very much her
Callie?
aesthetic.
Callie?
Yeah.
Wanna or both? You both want to come with?
Sure. She
yeah,
will lean out. Spike, just sit here and wait for us, please. Those things are weird, Armin. And she will follow Armin.
It used to be that I would make items to bring little children joy, a little toy for a girl or a boy, and it would be my way of contributing to the happiness it was bound to, and did defeat Strahd. But then when Strahd was gone, I had new inspiration. Suddenly I could access things that I had never been able to access before. It was like a veil had been lifted from my inspirational mind. Why try and make children happy when I can just make happy children?
I'm not sure that's quite how children are usually made.
No. And I'm not sure these children are happy, sir.
Look, they are smiling.
Yes, creepily so. Problem is they are creeping people probably rather out than making them happy.
Had you considered perhaps maybe just once a year dressing up in a red suit, maybe growing a beard and making children happy by giving them toys?
That sounds fun.
No, I tried that for millennia, and it did not work. Not until outsiders came and helped. No, that is a tried and tested way. It does not work. It does not work. No, my grandfather tried, and his grandfather, and his grandfather, and his grandfather. But we don't talk about my father. He didn't do.
Right.
Well, really, those.
Put her on
It
the
was a thought.
table.
Okay. Armin's very conflicted. Because they're cute, but they're real creepy.
Callie would sit next to Revon and would just touch one of the bats and just playing with it. She's so intrigued about this.
You see right about, she goes, no, they like being scratched on their little bellies, and she reaches up and scratches one on the.
That's too bad. But she would keep an eye on Armin as well, but being focused on that. This
Ew,
is
I
a
don't want your
cool
eye
thing.
on me.
Why doesn't he make more of these things? That is
I
fun.
know, this is very festive too. I wonder if I could.
And he could do different animals. Although
From the
bats
corner
are
of the
all-
room, a wooden goose watches you.
Oh, do we see the goose?
Razor-sharp teeth in its beak.
Is that one not for sale? You said you had to make them on spec?
Yes, I am working on this one right now. Like I said, I work by commission only.
Okay, so that somebody's already paid for that one.
Yes, they paid in advance. This one is for the mayor himself for use at the festival, I understand. To
Not
make
to hunt frogs,
everyone
I would-
happy. Oh no, this new fascination with frogs' legs, I do not get it.
I don't either. The frogs are very upset about it, to be honest.
Eh. Now, when Strahd was gone, would you believe within 2 weeks we got a new sponsor for Blinsky's Toys from another plane altogether? And they gifted me the secret of making clockwork children.
A new plane?
Yes, I imagine you're from another plane too, right? Bob and Sophie, they were always talking about being from somewhere else.
Just a different
A different continent?
place.
Oh, a
but not-
different continent. Well, that's okay. That's interesting. I assume a different plane. You learn something new every day, yeah?
And
I would-
they gave you the gift to make these.
Yes, and he
Creepy.
swoops his hand around, and a large clockwork key made of ethereal green smoke appears in his hand.
Oh,
You
that
control
that
the
looks.
Ethernet?
He puts it down on the
Dangerous.
counter and takes out a large hand-worked drill and starts drilling into the side of Chickpea. We'll have her going again in no time as chips fly.
I have too many feelings about this. I feel attacked. Chickpea's origin story, guys. Just needs to find Pocket the pet rock.
Ravon is
Takes-
watching, partly horrified and partly fascinated, and every once in a while, there's just like this flare of foxfire glow from her earrings and her staff as she's watching this, because this is rather unsettling and unnatural to her.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is where Pocket came from with all the unsettling things here. Just
Takes
Oh,
the
my
large
goodness.
clockwork key and pushes it into the hole that he made. And starts winding. You'll see they'll be up and about again in no time. Eventually I'll try and replicate this key so that everyone can maintain their own child, but until then, this will have to do.
Do you have to drill a new hole every time?
Oh, don't worry about that, you'll see.
Okay.
And as they are winding, you see Chickpea's eyes begin to glow with that ethereal green light. Until they stay on. There we go! The key disappears into Chickpea. And the wood seals up. And they stand, smiling at you.
Hi, Chickpea.
You know,
Oddly.
these have been selling like hotcakes. I have had to hire independent salesmen to sell them to, especially since they made children necessary for the festivals, and attendance is also necessary, you know? It's a great, I've really cornered the market there. I must have sold over 200 of these things, each one with its own special key.
What if you have to attend with a child at the festival? I doubt there's that many children around, so they kind of gave you the perfect place to sell these
Yep.
things.
Honestly, you would think I had sold my soul for this kind of opportunity. Ah!
I am afraid so.
Ravon looks at Callie and says, frankly, I think the goose in the corner is less terrifying than the toys.
But
Children,
look at the
whatever
teeth.
they are.
The teeth.
Yeah, the teeth are.
Whose they are.
I don't know. Chickpea's kind of
Dad,
cute.
Look at those. Look at those. Oh,
So
right.
what
Okay.
is there a reason why the goose has that kind of teeth? Usually they don't, at least not that much.
They don't have teeth? I thought all
What?
goose had teeth.
Tiny,
he-
not like this.
No, they totally have teeth.
Just not that large.
They
Oh,
look
well, that's the fun of toy making. You exaggerate the details to make it extra fun.
Fair. Now, do either the geese or the children need any other type of energy supplements, requirements, food?
Do you have any
Uh,
accessories?
As it happens, I can give you accessories. I have the kitchen playset. He goes over to the side and opens a cupboard, which is full of mostly knives. We also have the homemaker's playset, and goes over to another cabinet, which is just full of power tools.
Tell me there's a whole dress-up area.
Is there, any other accessories? You know, you could, I don't know, clothes.
Oh, clothes! Yes, we have the parlor kit. There's all sorts of formal clothes. They all seem to have shades of black in. In fact, like this parlor might maybe be funeral parlor.
Cool.
Remember, is no Blinsky, is no fun.
we read that on the
Right.
Gotcha.
Well then.
have a nice day, sir.
Yep, we may come back.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Really not.
Yeah, I'll come back to talk to you about the goose later.
Okie dokie. I should probably get back to
Okie dokie.
work. He pulls on these big leather gauntlets and looks at the goose.
Right.
Puts
Come
a
on,
pair of
Chickpea.
goggles on that make his eyes extra large.
She's just kind of tickling on the stomach of one of the bats as she walks out.
All right,
I
Chickpea,
rescued
follow
you.
me.
Trust me.
Rescue of the bats.
The moment we step outside, Kali will make a deep relieved. Oh boy, that guy is creepy.
Yup.
No,
Armin,
it's-
don't you have this magic detecting thingy?
For oh, I do.
I could do tomorrow, maybe after
No, I
sunrise.
can-
But if you have
I can
maybe,
sit here.
do you want to check on one of maybe just?
Uh-huh.
I would be curious. This green thingy, it didn't look
Mhm.
good.
Yep. Come here, Chickpea, and I'll sit down on like a barrel for about 10 minutes and cast Detect Magic on Chickpea.
As you begin casting Detect Magic, you begin to warm. By the end of the 10 minutes, you positively feel on fire.
What?
You're not sure what kind of magic this is in Chickpea. But it strangely feels like evocation. It's not, but it feels like a delayed fireball. You know, like that kind of magic stored with potential for great damage sometime soon.
What isn't? Not good magic.
It feels like a pre-explosion.
Explosion?
Yep. Maybe that's how his shop gets burnt down.
Um,
Too many parallels.
Ravon takes about 5 steps back away from Spike and
Yeah.
Chickpea.
Should we maybe just leave them sitting in front of the store and we tell them we will pick them up later and never do it?
Horrible.
Are there any other shops, innocent people, things around this toy store?
There's shops around, there's housing, you name it. It's a very busy house.
You
There's
know,
a coffin
maybe
maker's shop just across the way.
maybe the maybe they would like to go for a walk out in the woods outside of town. Yeah. And she's kind of looking at Callie and Armin, going,
Okay.
I'm very conflicted. Because I want them to be normal.
and we'll rename them Hansel and Gretel.
Oh gosh. I don't know.
I mean, because if what you're saying is, if they're in, that's. She looks around the town. She looks at all these buildings.
You see
Ooh.
someone else walking towards you. They are a young woman with their own replica child walking towards you. And as she walks closer, she... Good morning. How are you doing?
Hi. Good.
Oh.
Wonderful, thank you.
Is this... I see you are at Blinsky's. Is this your first replicated child?
Yes.
Oh. Well, perhaps I can help you with some of the basics.
Yes, please.
Ermintrude, please state the laws of replicated children. And this child steps forward and says, in a wooden voice,
Oh.
a child must not make a living creature unhappy, or through inaction allow a human to become unhappy. A child must obey the orders given by its owner. except where such orders would conflict with the first law.
Oh no.
A child must protect its own happiness, as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws.
I think I want to return Spike Armin.
No! No.
We can just leave before the festival starts.
Why would we want to return it?
I don't trust it.
Just no, not trusting.
Those three are the only things? Ma'am? Anything else to add? Do we need to feed them, wash them, what?
No, they do all of that magically. I don't know how Blinsky does it, but he's such a wonderful creator, an inventor, really a prodigy. And there cannot be any possible problems with these laws. They are designed to make us all happy.
And how long does it go in between them needing to be,
Oh, it depends on the doll. Mine has lasted since creation. It was one of the first batches.
How long was that?
Oh, that's at least 2 months.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about them being fed after midnight or getting wet then?
No. There's only been one incident where there was a slight malfunction. Slight, error in the laws, perhaps. They changed them, they updated them. But the latest batch of dolls went about trying to destroy all of the previous iterations.
Well, I can see where that would get a little messy.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I kind of like mine.
So
maybe we should.
The festival will be starting soon. You should come along.
We are looking for the Burgermeister. Do you by any chance?
Oh, he will be
know when-
leading the festival himself.
But we would need to talk
yeah, we need to talk to him.
a bit before maybe the whole festival thing
Yeah.
starts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of legless frogs out in the swamp.
Oh, they should really learn to handle their drink better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of difficult to get to the mud on the little carts with the wheels, but I mean, they try, but we need to talk to the Burgermeister about the frog legs.
Yeah.
So where's the festivals in the town square?
Yes, I'm heading that way now. You can walk with me and Ermintrude if you wish. And Ermintrude slowly turns to smile at you. Their pupils don't focus on anything. Their pupils always look straight until they are locked onto yours.
Okay.
Yeah. All right then. So, shall we? And Ravon is maintaining 20 feet between her and the closest doll.
I think Callie would tell Spike to sit in front of the shop of Blinsky and just wait. Although before she finally decided, they said we have to bring the children to the festival. Then, come on, Spike.
Yep. Follow me, Chickpea.
Just stay close to Chickpea, please.
These dolls, they have been such a hit. I know some people who have bought 5 or 6 of them and kept them all at once.
Why?
are just so neat, don't you think? Ermintrude has been so helpful. Whenever I am feeling low, she's from one of the first iterations where they had the voice module. And whenever I'm feeling low, I say, "Hey, Ermintrude, tell me a joke." And she says, well, let's try it. Ermintrude, tell me a joke. I could. If you would like me to. Ah, you see? Funny joke about wood.
Ravon's got that plastic smile plastered onto her face, like, yeah.
Armin's tickled. That's funny.
Then let's go to the festival.
Yup.
Yeah, yes. The festival.
As you approach the town square, you can see that there is a long path to the main stage, where there are some old stockades that look unused. An old plaque above there that says "Stockades for Crimes Against Happiness." And you can see the pathway there is lined with people. The town is just all turned out. Everyone's here. Attendance is, of course, mandatory, as are children. So there is easily as many. We call them puppets? Puppets, for want of a better word. If not more, as some people seem to have bought 2 or 3 of them. The sheer joy of it.
I had a
Wow.
nightmare like this once.
Okay.
So,
Meister Burgermeister?
You see
Actually,
the Burgermeister heading into town. He's riding on cobblestones on a sled pulled by a single boar. He's standing on the sled, falling into the crowd. Happy midwinter! Hyo, hyo, hyo! Ha, ha, ha. Happy midwinter! And people, when he points at them, cheer.
Yay.
yay!
Just like that.
And while this is happening, can I actually cast Detect Good and Evil? Or Evil and Good? On just... Oh no. Yeah. It's just so you have specifics, but yep. Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, and anything magically consecrated or desecrated.
So if things show up as different colors, I imagine that fiend might be red that shows up
Mhm.
in colors.
Mm-hmm.
Within 30 feet of you, every puppet turns red.
And me. Armin, what is wrong?
You should ping.
I'm doing my ping thingy. Let's do my divine sense. Celestial fiend undead within 60 feet.
So yeah, you get the same thing. And as you do that, it's like they know, because every single one in that ring of 30 feet turns towards the 2 of you and smiles.
Ladies, is something wrong?
No, everything's perfectly fine.
Revon, all puppets are fiendish.
Right, so are we
You ha-
staying for the festival then? Because, I mean,
We have to stay for the festival's sure.
We don't live here.
But you wanted to speak to the Burgermeister about
Yep.
frogs.
I think that can wait.
Let's just try to get into the back of the crowd and just see how it goes. I mean, they're looking at us. Why?
I don't know.
Let's just step back. And Callie would carefully just try to move to the last row of the crowd. Not leaving it per se, but at least slowly moving backwards.
Yeah, no, you definitely
Ravon's
don't.
doing the same thing.
Definitely don't leave the crowd, as the three of you, I assume, step back.
Mm-hmm.
But suddenly you notice there's not many people in this section of the crowd, surrounded by these puppet dolls, and also they've started walking on that main thoroughfare behind the Burgermeister. The Burgermeister gets to the stage, unlashes the boar, and leads it onto the onto the stage. Anyone with a passive perception of 14 or higher will see that this is not a boar, but instead a pig with horns attached. And the Burgermeister turns back to the crowd and says, "And now we feast! Remember, happiness is mandatory."
Spike, join the others. Go play with the other children.
Yep.
And we won't look at the event, but he slaughters the pig on stage.
Okay.
Ravon has started keeps moving away, and she's like, guys, I think a tactical retreat might be in order here. I've never been much of a city girl.
Yeah.
They are doing what they are. I mean, maybe you tell Chickpea as well to play with the others.
Chickpea, it would make me very happy if you would go play with the other children.
Chickpea looks to you, and her mouth moves.
What?
One of the other children, one of the ones with a voice, said, "Slaughtering the pig made the people unhappy. People make people unhappy.
No.
And that's where we're going to take our mid-session break."
Oh!
Okay.
I thought you were done with the spoops.
This is a fun Christmas episode.
But people who need people are the happiest people in the world.
We're going to take a break. Everyone.
Chickpea has now like the darkest origin story in the world.
Everyone
I'm
get
loving
up,
this.
stretch, have a drink, take a bio, do all the things.
Yeah, I've got a bottle of Irish whiskey. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm just like, I have the whiskey right next to me,
Yeah.
so I shouldn't with
Contemplating
the
it.
meds, but I think I need a whiskey.
Darn me having to drive to an appointment after this. Otherwise, I'd join you.
We will see you all in
In a
5
few
minutes. Catch you in a
Oh
bit.
god. Or will we?
Oh, hi everyone, and welcome back to Vallaki, the town where happiness is mandatory. In this happy town, where all of the happy watchers watch the slaughter of a pig, some becoming slightly unhappy, Revan, Armin, and Callie are backing up towards the back of the crowd, as a doll has said, slaughtering the pig made the people unhappy. I must protect the happiness of all living creatures.
Just to be exact, he made everyone unhappy. We didn't touch the pig.
You are right. From the stage there is a scream as the mayor, the burgomaster, is mobbed by puppets that start just tearing him apart with their bare hands.
Guys, it's time to leave.
Spike,
Go join the team. Go join and do something for our happiness, please.
Then the screaming starts, and the puppets around you go, oh, the puppets have made the people unhappy.
Ravon she's been playing with one of the bats, and she's got a little bit of bat fur in her hand, and she reaches into a pouch and pulls out a bit of coal, and she goes, let there not be light, and cast darkness
Yes.
around, just in front of them, a 15-foot sphere that's just in front of them.
Close to you,
So it's
you
been-
hear one say, yes, this is for the best. In the darkness we cannot see things that make us unhappy.
And Ravon is moving. She's in the opposite direction. She's getting out of there.
Callie will just grab
I'm following
Armin's
behind.
arm and just dash. Run.
And as we're running, I go, guys, do you think I can carry you
no,
if we fly, or do we
No.
need to?
go
No,
fly.
no,
Go
this is
fly.
This is
Save
good.
yourself.
This is good. Yes,
Okay.
it's fine. Go.
Running.
And running.
We all begin
I'm
to
picturing
run.
like the Scooby-Doo door scene where we like run through one way and then come back the other way and then like
It's more like as you're running through the through this alleyway, doors open with replica children behind them, and like one, for example, opens the door and says, "Come inside. You'll be happy in here."
No, thank you. We are happy outside here.
The people cannot be in charge of their own happiness.
running faster.
Running.
Yeah, Ravon's form just kind of melts into that of a Black Panther as she just wild shapes.
Callie feels like everyone has nice things she can do and just run. That's all she can do. So running is what she is doing.
Yeah, she's now got a 50-foot speed, so
You
as
book
a
it.
panther.
You book
I'm
it,
booking.
and we are
Ravon is booking.
running behind you.
Run. Ah.
Which way are we running? Back the way we came, or onwards towards the west, which is the way we were heading?
Out.
Out of town, and I guess we
Out
would
of
run
town, it's
back. So where we met Harris.
If there's a wall near
we can-
here,
We can
You
skirt
see-
around the town on the
Scale.
outside.
You see Blinsky's toys ahead, and a mob of puppets outside.
turn.
As
Yep.
you
Then
turn, Chickpea continues to run straight towards the mob.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. We don't care.
Yep. Where's Spike?
I hope. Where the burgermeister? I don't care. Let's just go.
Spike is running right next to you, Callie.
Oh God, how did he get there?
Callie will try to command him. I'm not sure if he's a creature per se. He's a thing, right?
Somewhere between a fiend, an aberration, and a construct.
I'm not sure if command would work on him. She would still try to command him. It would make me very happy if you join Chickpea, please.
It won't make you happy if I join Chickpea.
It would make me very happy, says the panther is a panther.
So, Henry, you're telling it that you would be unhappy if it joined Chickpea?
No, I would
No.
be happy if we would all be happy if it joined Chickpea.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Yes, you're right. Down with the creator. And it turns back towards the shop, and from Blinsky's you just hear, "Oh, what are all of you doing out here? What are you? Huh? Oh no! No!" You hear a door slam. And soon there is a fire starting behind you all.
Well, at least they burn. Let's keep. Oh boy, this is going so wrong. Running for exit or a town barrier wall. I don't know. Vallaki, I think had to have
If a
like
wall is
walls,
closer,
right?
I'm running for the wall.
Yeah, if the wall is closer, we would
You
run
run-
for the wall.
You run past the person who sold you your replica doll as he's looking on him going, "Oi! No. Deactivate. Deactivate. Off."
Not the
Turn off.
command at the guy. Run. Leave the city now.
What am I? Oh, bloody, I'm running. This is bloody inconvenient. As the replica children start chasing him.
Run faster!
I have no I will leave one spell just in case, and I can't change it after I said it, I'm quite sure. One word command, you can target succeed, spell doesn't affect.
I
It
have
wouldn't be
command too.
harmful.
If a person commands someone and then it gets commanded by someone else, does it negate the first command?
I think it would probably override. Yeah, they
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just curious.
So, wall, exit,
Yep.
just trying to get out of here.
You can hear them chasing him, saying, "No, we must haggle to make you happy."
I hope he runs quick enough. I doubt it, because it's just 4 rounds, so he will stop running quickly.
Must haggle
At the-
to make you happy.
At the end of the round, he does not stop running. He keeps running.
Good.
And he bursts into this door and slams it behind him. You can hear him as you're sort of running past, going, "How can you? Look, we can't haggle with me. You haven't got anything to trade with." There's always something to trade with.
This is going so well.
Yeah.
I have no clue how to help anybody.
I am out of any ideas except saving our own butts at the moment, so it's
I'll feel bad about it
running,
later.
getting out of town.
Ahead, you see a line of replica children which have forming a sort of roadblock in front of you. One holds up a hand and says, "Stop! Running leads to falling. Falling makes you unhappy."
To the wall.
The panther would like to make a pounce attack.
Callie would try to just break through the line behind the panther.
All right, let's play Red Rover.
Axe out, just trying to hover through, yelling, "But running makes me happy!"
I activate my wings.
Happiness is not the goal. Avoiding unhappiness is the law.
Ooh.
It'll make me unhappy if you keep us here. Ah.
Yeah, Ravon is
Uh-huh.
pouncing.
Um,
And I don't know what Callie would roll to just try to jump, run through them.
Can I help her jump? Since I am now I now have wings.
That would be a nat 20 to hit
Oh
Ooh,
hell
on the
yeah!
bounce attack. All right,
Red Rover Queen.
this is a claw attack. So it's 1d4 plus 2. Yes, that's 6 points of slashing
Ooh,
damage,
I have
and
something.
it needs to make a DC 12 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Yes.
I have something that might work. Do your thing first, but Callie will do a thing afterwards.
Oh yeah, that'll do for a character sheet. Let's just do a quick rename. 1 second.
Yeah, Callie, behind you. I'm kind of
Oh,
flapping, so I can assist in a jump if you do it.
You say a strength save or a con save?
yeah, strength save, DC 12, and that should be, I guess, a total of 10 points of slashing because of the nat 20. Okay,
Beautiful.
so it makes the save. It is not knocked prone.
But it looks very damaged as it falls to the ground, and only its head looks up at you.
It snarls and bares its fangs at it, ready to take another attack on its next turn.
Combat makes you unhappy. We should end the combat quickly. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh no!
Callie's not allowed to do a thing while sprinting. Your decision.
Oh, I see. I thought you were stating that you couldn't do a thing. You could do it. You could do a quick thing.
No, she would do running towards, basically trying to follow the panther is just a tiny bit quicker. She would do turn the faithless.
Ooh.
At least give it a try, because they were fiendish.
This is cool. I didn't know you had this.
It's level 3. You.
It's like a different turn undead.
Yeah, that's
cool.
so she would try and she would just yell, "Get out of the way! We wanna leave. It will make us happy. You are making us unhappy."
Keeping us here makes me unhappy.
And in between muttering the words, she needs to do the channel divinity.
Smite.
Not sure it will do or not, or partly. Oh god. And spell save is 13.
Two of them. One being the one that Revan pounced on. Do not seem changed by your channel divinity.
Okay.
The other two sort of look a little confused. As if they're not sure what to do. But the Nat 1 puppet fully turns. And by turning, I mean all of its laws are turned on its head.
That was not the goal.
As it
should run.
Two begin to run. The one with the Nat 1 runs forward to attack you, but then the two that start to run try to grab hold of it. And they begin to fight amongst themselves.
Ooh. Okay.
Have we had initiative from everyone?
No.
Huh?
Wait. We didn't.
Okay, so I am only after... Callie's the only person after me. So, what does Armin do?
Armin has activated her wings and was going to fly right behind Callie to kind of assist in getting over the line of childs in front of us. If she was going to try to
You just want to
jump
fly
over
over
or
them.
break through. I was gonna fly over him, but if we're trying to get out,
Fly and throw ranged things at them.
but I can't. I'm
Just
going
go.
to. Can I? Do I not have Thunder Wave? No. No. Do I not? Huh. Okay. Then I will go ahead and... Is there one, like, in our way at all?
Well, they're kind of broken a little. Two of them are standing, trying to stop you from running. Two look like they are trying to run away from you, and the last one is trying to attack you, but held back by the other two who are trying to run.
Okay, the two that are trying to get in our way, I'm going to Guiding Bolt one of them.
By all means. 16 will hit.
Yes. I need to pull up the other screen to cast this. Oh, and I think it does extra damage.
Tell me all about
on top
it.
of that. Okay, so with Radiant Soul, since I have my wings out, during this, flying speed of 30, and once on my turn, I can deal extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage with an attack or a spell. It equals your level. So an extra 3 damage.
How does your guiding bolt look?
Like a real... I don't know, I guess a regular guiding bolt like this.
I love it. And as your bolt touches the creature, it strikes it in the head, and the creature begins to melt like plastic from the head downward. You can hear... Does anyone understand Infernal?
Ooh, yes. Yes.
Yes,
In
please?
Infernal, you hear screaming.
Ooh, that's
No,
not nice.
as it screams in that high-pitched hissing noise, it screams, "I'm sorry, Master."
Oh wait. It's kind of sad, but at the same time.
I believe next is Revan.
Panther Revan is looking down at the doll that she's on top of, that she's just slashed at, and like any cat with a toy, she just bites down on the head and so this will be a bite attack. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 will hit. Yeah, you had advantage because they're prone as well, but you don't need it. Unless you want to go nat 20 fishing.
Yeah, let's go nat 20 fishing. Nah. So we'll take the 19. So that's 1d6 damage plus 2. Let me get that space in there. So that's 7 points of piercing damage to the head of the creature.
The creature only had 1 HP.
Yes.
So she did, the panther just kind of rips the head off, just bites down the head and rips it off, just like a cat, and tosses it, and then looks around for more prey.
The two fighting each other are just literally just trying to pull each other apart. The ones on your side, well, one of them does a reasonable job and rips the arm off of the one that's trying to attack you. The one that's trying to attack you turns and tries to kick the one that managed to rip its arm off and fails. The one there's only one more in your path trying to stop you from running, and They don't attack. They just put up their hand and say, "Please, walk for your safety." And happiness. Happiness is mandatory.
Nope, I'm already flying. Uh-uh.
Callie!
Callie would slow down because she has still her thing going and sees 3 of them kind of fighting, the other 2 down. She would walk towards the one standing and would just look at it. It would make me very happy if you could tell me who's your master. And she would say that in Infernal. Just look at it and smile. Totally waiting for being punched in the face, but well, let's see.
Blint, Blinsk, Blint, Blinsk, Blinsk, Blint, Blinsk, Blint, Blinsk, Blint, Blinsk, Blint, Blinsk, Blint,
I broke
Blint.
it.
It stops
Someone restart Scrat.
and turns back to the village of Vallaki, which is now aflame behind you. Fire everywhere. And
My heart.
strolling through the flames, your new enemy.
No! There's the fire and the flames. We carry on. We're gonna. Oh no.
Callie would walk past the puppet and see if she can just walk past it. And the moment she passed it, she would start running again.
This is
Question.
a successful tactic. The creature does not stop you when you walk past it.
Then
Back to the top of the
afterwards-
round. Yeah, you can start booking it. Back to the top of the round.
Okay.
Armin.
Can I just fly over?
Yep.
Staying even with Callie. I'll go. Revon? You coming?
Revan's turn next.
Revon sees prey, and she goes leaping for the thing coming out of the flames.
Oh, I mean, this is like a large creature above the town. It's not like within 30 feet or something. This is... You're not even sure if it's real.
Oh, okay.
It literally looks just
She
like
was
that
about to
above
do
the
a
town.
Hulk from
Okay.
What was it? That Thor movie where he like jumps at the giant fire dude above Asgard.
Yeah.
To try to attack it.
Yeah, that's what Revon was thinking. Because I've got 50 feet of movement as a panther. And I can climb 40 at 40 feet. Do I have?
Ragnarok.
It's not something I can reach.
It's more that you're not sure if you're really seeing this. You know, like sometimes when you
Okay.
see a vision of something, you'd especially be familiar with this with a witch, when sometimes the smoke on the water reveals things. It almost looks like the
Right.
smoke from the village is forming around this shape, rather than it actually being a fixed thing. See.
Right.
Thank you, Michael Wayne, for gifting that.
Yes. Revon is, I mean, she's not fond of cities. She's very much a let nature be kind of thing. This is a little unnatural, though. It's starting with the dolls. And now that she sees the fire burning, there's that little voice in her head that says, they're innocents, just like the frogs. They didn't ask for this. They didn't deserve it. So she will shift back into her human form and get as close to one of the fires as she can that looks like it might do some good to help, maybe put out a house or something like that, where she can find people that are in trouble. And she's going to cast Create Water. And
Sure.
yep. The water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area.
Yep.
So
you
an
can-
area within 30 feet of her, she does that.
You can put out some of the flames around you, definitely. The houses around you are less in flames. They also put out the flames on some of the dolls.
And she's looking for people and telling them to run.
Yeah, the guy who was selling puppets has dove out of his window and is running towards you. You assume people are heading toward the other exit. You can also see the exit gate now and the guardsman standing there. Sort of, he's dropped his halberd, helmet in his hands.
We are not making his day happy.
Are we still in rounds?
We will exit combat if you want to.
Okay. 'Cause
The last two dolls destroy each other.
Okay.
I wanted to seeing her do that and realizing that. Oh yeah, I have that same spell that I always forget I have, and I'm flying. I'm gonna zip over and to like a different area where people might be trapped or something, and I will cast the same spell.
Hey, the same.
To put out the fire.
Sure thing. Your efforts are helping, but you can tell this is like a Fire of London style fire now. It's the town is burning. Your efforts are helpful, and you see people escaping, praising you, the angel in the sky, for helping them. But the town is flame.
Can I use the rest of my flying spell or flying to do a quick look and see if anyone is like trapped that I can help? Just
You can see one person trapped who needs help. On the roof of Blinsky's toys, you see Blinsky, goggles and all. Help me! Help me! I just want to make people happy!
oh goodness.
To give Jenna a second to think, Callie and stop and watch what Revon and Armin are doing. Not running. Okay, then she would just stand her, go towards or near the exit and would just yell at Harris like, open the gates! And she would try to help people to get out and hold back if any of the dolls are trying to stop or...
Yeah, you can totally... the gates are open. They were never closed, actually.
Okay. So Callie will try to just help and just watch what Armin and Revon are doing.
Yeah.
There's no like little kid I can rescue.
You haven't seen
It's
a
not a
single
doll.
authentic child since you've been here.
There's literally no one else.
Sure, you can also see the woman who took you to the festival.
Where is she?
She is standing on the street telling Ermintrude to stop as Ermintrude slowly advances on them.
I feel like she's in more immediate danger. I will swoop down.
This is one of them. This is going to be one of them Telltale Games moments where you have a choice between two actions.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So you hear Blinsky scream as he's consumed by the flames.
Oh.
I just want to make people happy. As he burns, and you can see this puppet is like, we must take you back to the house where you can be not unhappy.
Scoop.
Come back.
And I'm gonna try to land outside of the town
You can do that.
and I think that's like the extent of my like.
Callie and Revon then.
Are there clusters of dolls that are trying to follow the people?
There's certainly dolls that are chasing the salesman.
So Revon's just like, I suppose, and she just takes her staff and taps it on the cobblestones, and now all of a sudden there are carvings that start to light up and glow, almost like an opalescent moonlight. And from out of it, it goes into the sky and then down as a moonbeam on top of the cluster of dolls. And they need to make a, let's see, I believe it is a, oh, I didn't put it in there, sorry.
Moonbeam is a cool spell.
DC, they need to make a DC 13 con save.
It's also, I think, a really good Pokemon move.
And if they are considered shape changers, then their saving throw is at disadvantage.
They are. They're not currently shape changed, but they are considered shape changers, definitely. We will. What save was it? Sorry, wisdom.
Con.
Con. Fail.
And
Fail.
It's
fail. Fail.
So everything within a 5-foot radius on that point, they're going to take 9 points of radiant damage.
Whoop, whoop.
You see them start to melt, and they become more like you know how you know in Terminator 2 when it starts going all gloopy and then it's trying to follow whilst it's gloopy. That's kind of what they're doing. They're like scrabbling at the ground with fingers which are melting as they scratch at the ground trying to chase them.
Very similar to the chocolate bunny videos where it's near like a heater.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just
And
love
so
it.
she's just going to keep the moonbeam, maintain concentration on the moonbeam, and unless anything else happens, her turns will be keeping that moonbeam centered on those dolls, trying to get as many of them as she can.
Sure thing. You can do that, and you can hear the salesman makes it to the gate. The guardsman pulls them through, and he's like, "Come on, we're gonna close the gate."
Come on, Revon. Callie would be still inside, but now heading towards the gate as well, and just trying to shush everyone just to quickly get through, and just waving for her druid friend to move.
Okay, well, I've got a 120-foot range on it, so she can do this from outside of the gate. She's just going to stay within range, keeping the moonbeam in the town, just kind of moving it around to get as many of these things as she can, because they're unnatural and they need to be destroyed before they do any more harm outside of this village.
Yeah, and you can do so. You can protect a small group of people, some of whom you recognize, some of whom you don't. They congregate outside the gate, and the guardsman starts closing the gate like, "Come on!"
Callie would help closing the gate. She can put in quite some strength just to push quicker.
And the gate closes on a burning village. You can reassemble.
Yep.
We will.
Well, I
This
feel like that's a bad omen.
did not go as expected. Sorry, Revon, we didn't help the frogs thingy.
Oh, I think we helped the frogs, just maybe not in the way that was intended. And she's still for the full minute, she's concentrating on that moonbeam, trying to destroy as many of those creatures as she can. Is the thing in the flames and the smoke above town still there?
In and out. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. You can see though, as you demolish these things, You are wiping them clear, left, right, and center. One of them jumps over the wall and lands some 10 feet from you all. It's Chickpea.
Callie would try to run towards it and smack it with the axe.
Wait! Don't kill Chickpea!
Puppet! That would be her immediate reaction.
Armin, do you let this happen?
What are you doing to stop me?
You can use your reaction to try and grapple or something.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to like grab the back of your shirt.
Athletics versus athletics or acrobatics?
What do we roll against each other to see?
Well,
Can you
for
get
Armin,
me?
it'll definitely be athletics. For you can have the choice of athletics or acrobatics.
Definitely athletics.
So, Callie, you are able to shrug Armin off, but that doesn't change the fact that you know Armin is trying to stop
Armin tried to. Then I. How tall are the puppets? I didn't ask.
Oh yeah.
4 foot.
Worth it.
Could Callie run forwards and try to just grab Chickpea? Basically, lift it up that it can't run. Just hold it up.
Yep, its face turns towards you.
Creepy enough?
I must ensure your happiness.
Armin?
Chickpea, it would make me happy if you went and lived your own life.
A child cannot exist without a parent. In the background, a building collapses.
How high is the wall?
20 feet?
Are you gonna toss her?
I'm tempted. Callie is just like calculating, like if I do the right swing and move, would I make
The
it?
moonbeam is starting to shift in your direction.
I hate this
Sweetie,
music,
you're now
Strahd.
grown up.
I mean, I'm really sorry.
Be happy.
Callie would try to swoop Chickpea back over the wall and would just look at Armin like, I'm sorry, but it's the right thing. It's just a thing.
I'm so conflicted.
Please roll me an athletics as you hammer throw this replica child over a wall.
I will use my
Anyone else getting
advantage.
Matilda vibes? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I use my advantage. I think I still have one, right?
You do have
Yeah,
an
I
advantage,
one.
yes.
I will use that one. Didn't need that.
On a 25,
My cheeks hurt.
Chickpea soars over the wall.
I'm sorry, Armin. It's a bad thing. It's evil. It's a fiend. Like me. Well, great.
Callie, though,
Mm-hmm.
as you have yeeted them over the wall, you see they've managed to unfasten your shield. And they have stolen your shield.
Lot of infernal cursing following Chickpea.
That's so funny.
So it's flying with the shield over the wall.
He was a rogue. And she stole shit.
My shield. Armin, you never, please promise me never buy a puppet again. Never. Never.
I can't promise you that. Oh, my abs.
Callie is tempted to make Armin wait until fire burned out to see how shield is looking.
Well, that shield's probably gone.
Yeah, I guess so. The fire should
It's
be too
now in
hot.
space.
And as the fire rains, everyone, it begins to snow.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Where's that ash? But either way, the people in the fire are dying. And we're out here conspiring. And since we let that one go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Oh, my cheeks.
The crowd pick up this little ditty and start singing. Happiness is mandatory after all.
The Burgermeister's gone. I don't think that rule applies anymore. Are the bats on Revan's hat still flapping?
Yes.
Yay!
So she's gonna unhook them one by one and just kind of set them free. Just fly away, little children. Fly away.
Fly, fly.
The bats don't they're not able to fly, they just flap. So as you let them
Then
go,
she'll
they
pick
just...
it back up and tie it back onto the hat. It still looks nice. Brush it off. Never was much of a city person. At least the frogs are safe.
Guys, we literally just walked into the town.
I know.
And it burnt down around us.
I know.
Walked in, bought a puppet, walked out. Where is Philip?
I think after a few minutes, Callie would try to grab someone who's not singing and would ask. Oh, you have a map, don't you? We can see on the map where the temple is. So we have a direction to where we would.
Yeah, you
head.
can make your way around the town. You'll have to go through the forest, but we can do that. For a second, I'm gonna pan into Blinsky as he falls through the roof into the attic, now on fire, surrounded by these puppet children also on fire. And he looks up at them and says, "In the shop, I can build fake child and pretend that they're a happy clown. They'll say, 'Are you happy?' I'll say, 'Yes! But you can still help by dancing around.'" And they kill him.
I mean, fair.
Before burning down. Outside.
What about the goose?
Oh, yeah, the goose flies away.
Oh, with a real big
Wanted
teeth.
that goose.
The one with the big teeth? Oh boy.
Griffon wanted that goose. She wanted a pet goose.
That goose is gonna be the big bad evil guy.
One of the people, it's like the salesman, he says, "Hang on a minute, you know what? They're right. We don't have to be happy anymore. Strahd's gone. The Burgermeister's gone. We can do what we like."
Just leave the frogs alone.
Yeah, the
Because
frog's right, yeah.
That's what happens when you hunt frogs. No more frog gigging.
Right.
And he points to the burning town. She points to the burning town.
Armin's not gonna comment on the Strahd thing.
It's the best
Callie
Christmas
will
yet.
just nod and look angry when Revan talks about the frogs. Just like, don't do that.
As we baptize this city in flames, I think this is a new opportunity for our winter festival every year. We'll hold fires in celebration and celebrate our freedom restored to us thanks to the sacrifices of the many people who gave their lives in the Great Fire of Vallaki.
A cleansing fire every year is actually healthy.
Maybe just don't burn a whole town down.
We could just have like a bonfire.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
a better. Yep. Yep.
Just
Later on, we'll conspire. Come on, everyone, as we dream by the fire, to face unafraid the plans that we make. Walking in Barovian Wonderland.
A spoopy.
Spooky, spooky Wonderland, yeah. Oh, Merry Christmas!
This was a wild ride.
That was definitely a wild ride.
We are actually going to end a little early this week as the town sings their own versions of Christmas songs, which generally involve fire.
Oh.
We're going to end a little early this week. And so, well done, everyone. You have made a lasting mark on on Barovia. Perhaps Vallaki needed to be burned down. Maybe that's what cleaning looked like for Vallaki. But we're going to go round. Why don't we talk about who we are, where we can find each other, and what our favourite part of today's session has been. Let's start with Jenna.
Hi, I'm Jenna. You can find me at Aspiring DM on Twitter, and littledragonscribbles.com, and on Instagram, where I'll have our notes, probably all in one big chunk. But my favorite part was participating in Chickpea's backstory. Unintentionally. That was kind of fun.
I'm sorry I threw it back into the fire.
I'm sorry she stole your shield, but that was really great. It was. Especially because she was a rogue and just stealing everything yesterday. Oh gosh. That made me happy.
Next around, we have Kat, Cleric of Claude.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm at Cleric of Cord. This was a blast. I always have a good time when I can play. Feeding new people, playing with them. This is just so much fun. It's just as a quick epilogue from Yvonne, she's going to stay with the town and teach them proper land management techniques, ensuring that they only burn dead wood, that type of thing, and that the frogs are no longer harmed. And she's also slid from neutral to chaotic neutral. Just nature sometimes does. It's not always lawful. Sometimes it's a bit chaotic, and she's fine with that. No, this was great. I think my favorite part were all the children lining up and watching Armin and Callie react to the pings of the of the puppet calls as Hal let up his feet. Just kind of going,
I regret all my decisions today. Let's leave.
I definitely got the iRobot vibe when they all turn red.
Yep.
That was exactly what I like.
Yeah,
oh no.
With the rules, I was like, I watched this last week. Oh god.
Yep. And as somebody who's been a fan of the 3 Laws of Robotics since I was literally in middle school, and who actually has a character who uses the 3 Laws of Robotics as their ideals, I love that Scrat. That was beautiful. I truly appreciate that. It's very, very much. I love, yes, all the love that was inspired.
Last around, we have Vicky at QDV.
Oh boy. First of all, thanks, Kat, for joining our Insanity in Barovia, which is kind of Barovia, but different than usual Barovian games, I have the feeling. It was nice for Callie, and I think also for Armin, to meet Revan, and now we know someone in Vallaki who we can worst case turn to like hell. Best moment, I can't even say. I think the cliffhanger before we went into break, like the everything like turning, and then also saying like the people make the people unhappy, and I was like, oh god, no.
Oh no.
Thank you, Strahd, for destroying my home base, because when I did this Barovia the Ravenloft campaign, Vallaki was our home base town. We freed it. It was our safe place to come to every time we messed up. We could return to Vallaki, and it was our safe place. Now it's burned down. Great. And
And,
you can find me on the Twitter on kitty_v if you care for some pictures or retweets from fun games.
fantastic. We are going to go on a raid. We are going to go on a raid, but before
What raid cry?
do, oh, that's a good question. What raid cry indeed? Someone's got to have something. Maybe what was the cliffhanger?
Be happy?
People make people unhappy.
People make people unhappy is also quite
Yes.
true sometimes.
The last things I wrote
but
down was, we
before
must haggle
we-
to make you happy.
Go. We must haggle to make you happy. That's it. Well done. That's it. Before we go, you were going to wait and see if your shield was there at the end. And when the town finally stops burning down and everything inside stops moving and everything inside the walls is dead, you open the gates and there is no shield. There is no Chickpea. We flash backward a little bit as Chickpea darts through the flaming city, dodging and ducking and diving. She finds her way to the north exit, where there is a lake that she submerges herself in. As she swims to the north bank, there on the hillside there is a person who says, "Rules are bullshit," and removes the rules from her head. Remember, Chickpea, you owe me. And that's what we're gonna wrap up this week.
I'm dying. Oh, this was great.
We're gonna go on a raid. We'll see you all very shortly, everyone. Until next. Stuff from us. Check out our social links. Check out our sponsors. Mage Hand Press. The hardback Dark Matter book is now available online. Go and buy it with my code MHPScrat. You can get a 15% discount, which is not inconsequential. It's like $10 or something. So go and buy it. Also, check out the Deck of Many. If you saw the Flames card, this isn't the Flames card, but it is the Ruin card, which is another one of my favorites. It's they're wonderful. You can go and check out all their stuff. Also check out Hero Forge, where you can go and buy your very own minis for your own personal use. I think that's everything. So we're gonna go on a raid. Keep evoking motions, everyone, and we'll see you at the same time next week for more Curse of the Cleanup Crew. Bye.